Right, hello again. So I've had a shave now since this morning's daily exercise that I've given you, and I've cut myself all over the place. So sorry about that. Um, now, one of the areas that I've had a few questions about is stretching, which is great because what we see most amateur golfers do is they'll get to the golf course, drive in, grab a coffee, have a bit of a chat, go to the first tee, and then write the first 3 or 4 holes off, and they get into the game and wonder why their score isn't as good as they feel like it should have been. Well, that's because your first few holes haven't been that great. So getting ready and prepared to play is very important. Golf's a very dynamic sport where we rotate our body, we open up the joints of our body quite a bit. So, having a few stretches to do before you play is important. So the stretches I'm going to do, I try and add a few variations in there for some senior players or people with less mobility as well. Now, I'm in my garage doing this. We don't have to be outside doing it. If you'd rather go somewhere private, by the time we get back or a few weeks afterwards, our changing rooms are going to be refurbed. So make use of them. Make use of the nicer space that we're going to have at the golf club. Right, so let's get into a few anyway. So we don't need any equipment really. We can just use a golf club. I've just grabbed my driver here. So one way we can start ourselves by going is we can do some squats to get the feeling of our body moving. Make sure you keep your feet flat on the ground. If you need some help with that, just grab your club, hold on to the end of it, keep your feet in the ground and squat down as far as you can go. Okay, so if you can't get down as far, just get your legs moving a little bit to get yourself, let's say, that feeling of getting your legs activated. We can then move on from that a bit, where we can go into a lunge forward and rotate. Then we do the same the other side, lunge forward and rotate. Now, it doesn't matter if you can't get down as far as I am here. You could just go a little bit, rotate your body. You're still opening up your hip joints there, which is good. Then again, using the golf club as well. Find your chair, put it up in front of you, stretch your arms out, and if you step away, you can just feel like you push your head below your shoulder line, and that's going to stretch your lat muscles and your rotator cuffs. Now again, if you can't quite get down as far as that, hold the club a bit further down and just push down, feeling it here across your shoulder blades. All you're doing is you're stretching that area out, because this movement here is how our shoulders move up and how the club moves up through the swing. So if we can then put the club across our shoulder, get some rotational movements going this way, and add on to that is we can spread our arms out and try and stretch our arms down. And again, do this as much as you physically can. If you can't feel like you can stretch forward and do it, just open up your body this way. We're getting yourself activated, get yourself ready to get out on the golf course. This is a good one. I'm going to stand square, feet shoulder width apart, right hand on the club, left hand on the club. So I'm stretching out. If I move away, I can make it a bit harder, but what I'm doing is I'm going to now push down or pull the club down. So it feel like I'm pushing down into the butt end of the club and feeling that stretch there. So we can do that on a chair as well. So we've got something hard to push out on. Do the same the other side. So you would left arm, right arm, feel that pull down. Hold the club out in front, both hands on, right foot up behind you. Just feel like you can open up your hip, back and forward. Do the same the other side. if you're feeling adventurous, you can cross your leg over and feel that same movement. We're opening up the joints, and again, repeat the other side. So you're opening up your body. There are loads and loads. So if you want some more, just let me know. Stretch bands are great things to have. You can stretch your arms out, but as I say, we don't necessarily need equipment. Rollers are great. If you can put them on the floor, you can roll your back out. One last one. Again, we're trying to open up our shoulder blades. I'm just kneeling down here. You can do it because I'd hit the roof, but hold the club out in front of you, standing up, and just lift your arms up, feeling that stretching of your shoulder blades opening up again. So there's a few, and it's all around opening up the joints of your body, getting your legs active to get moving. So yeah, give them a go. If you want a few more, let me know and I'll look into it and see if they're but anyway, just while you're at home, do some of those stretches and, you know, send me a message, say yes, they've worked, I can feel it, I can feel my shoulder joints opening up. Okay, great.